Yeti Bassler, also known as Alex.
Yeti was such a big part of our team, played a huge role on the court and off. And I just remember me, Yeti, and Jordan doing so much middle training together. It was really cool to see like Yeti get better throughout the season.
Her dancing always just made us happy.
Yeti got a big solo block with ball and hit before.
And just that last point, especially Yeti's block.
That one just took the air out of all of them.
And it was just so awesome.
Oh yeah, it went straight down, and we went crazy. Roof.
She was always a really hard worker, and she was always diving all over the floor and getting every ball up. She always had the husband, and I don't know what we would have done without her, because she always had like the pharmacy in her bag, is what we called it. 'Cause if we ever needed anything, hair ties or bobby pins or tape or anything, we would go to the store.
She loved to sing. Yeah, every time I look at her, she'd be singing. And she has everything in her bag. And she dove for everything. Whenever I saw her, she'd always be on the ground. And she performed well during clutch moments of our season. And Lizzie is my little buddy. I think she's so adorable, and I'm trying to set her up with my brother. And she's obsessed with animals, and she's a really good volleyball player. And she really stepped up at the end of the season coming to our team.
It was really fun just to like see her grow and like mature both on and off the court throughout these 3 seasons I've seen her. Like whenever she stepped up and took back row, we would help each other out. Like she would call out the block for me, I would call out where the hitter was going for her, and it was just awesome to see her grow and see her step up into roles that she didn't even play until like the playoffs even started.
I'm hungry. Oh, yeah, I'm poor.
Being Jackie, she always had like positive energy. She always had a smile. She was always like, she worked so hard in practice, and like she's always like very competitive and always pushed others as hard as she could. I'm so glad that I was able to have Kate on my team this year.
Kate is one of my good friends. I drive her home after practice like every day. Sometimes she drove the swagmobile. She really stepped up, and she was really, her stat sheets were looking awesome at the end of the season. But she gets up and she got a concussion at the end of the season because she hit thrust here by herself.
I didn't really know like I would like get to be so close with her as like the seasons went on. If we were losing, she would be there to pick me up, and if we were winning, she'd be celebrating right there with me. And it was just awesome to have someone like that on the team.
Ria's always a good teammate. You could always rely on her to always be where she needed to be and always be in the right place, and her skills were just really good.
Donovan is such a fun person and such a fun player to play with. We became really close at the end of the season.
She just had the funniest sayings, and she had no filter whatsoever.
She's like the funniest, most random person on the team. She was doing this dance, little Sally Walker, and it was really appropriate. I loved it and saw it. D Quizzy forever.
She is such an amazing person, and she just inspires me so much, because coming into our season, our team halfway through the season, and just being able to do what she did and make plays in the back row for us, and whenever we had team discussion, she'd always offer her opinions and insight and stuff, where some people would be too afraid to do that, let alone coming in halfway and being nervous to sit in front of people. She was just amazing and just said so many great things that helped us out every day.
Cassie is another one of my good friends. She's on the short side with me, so we got that bond. She led our team very strongly. Oh yeah, and whenever you see her, she always goes like this.
Cassie, I love Cassie's energy. Like, she always had a smile on her face. She always had something to laugh about, and I really appreciate that. Even like all like the moments and stuff. She really helped me throughout the season because when I would get down, she would always come and talk to me, and she would give me so much confidence, and I really appreciate it.
Julia's hits were always impressive and momentum changes, and it was just like always great to see her cheering on the bench or on the court. She always had that enthusiasm.
We put in so much hard work this year, and I think it showed through every single one of the playoff games. Everyone was so into every single point, like either if we were on the court or off the court. And I think that just shows like we've been through so much together as this team, and we're all in it together. We're all cheering together. We're all up together. We're all down together. We did everything together, and I think it really, really helped us pull through all this.
Kristen Love is an amazing player, and she's always been an inspiration towards me. She knows how to handle her time really well between school and volleyball, and she always made me laugh. Like, her laugh was just so contagious. I will never ever forget Great T-shirt contest with her during summer camp, and she was usually the winner, but I always tried my hardest to beat her.
One last thing that we will cherish for the rest of our lives is
PGP!
was the best pepper partner anyone could have, in my opinion. We always ended up dancing during practice, match, whatever it was. Probably wasn't the smartest idea, but she had the Helen Keller, or like, I don't know, she just like goes like this and dances.
Taylor's leadership and experience made her a really nice person to like look at. She always had that desire to be there to win, and to just keep playing it all out until the very end. Every single point mattered.
Every kill, block, thing she had really like helped us, was a big thing in making us get to state.
Well, Haley is the Perry to my Batman, and she's just really funny and she's always laughing. And I just remember last year she was like our go-to hitter, and whenever we were down, Stuart would just tell all the setters to just set Haley. She could always put it down. And this year, whenever she'd get a point, she'd just really turn red and she'd start laughing, and that's what she'd do whenever she was embarrassed. And she's just really pretty, and me and Cassie get really upset about it sometimes, and she almost caused us to get in an accident. And we were just double roomies, because we roomed at U of I and we roomed at State, so we had some pretty good times there. And I just remember right from the beginning, 2 years ago, during tryouts when I didn't really know anyone, Haley was the first person that I like talked to, and she's always been there for me. And I'm grateful.
Pretty sweet.
I don't think I will ever forget Cindy's face whenever she got a really good point, because it was always just like,
Cindy is another person I'll remember for like the rest of my life, because she's an amazing captain and always kept the team up, and she's my croc buddy, and we had broken fingers together along with Alex. Always remember against Zion, Cindy got to hit and I put outside, and we got to celebrate a win together, and it was really funny. And then she's known as the Great Wall of China because of her blocking, and I always remember during like homecoming she'd do like a tip thrust for like the gun time.
She was a really nice player, and she had an awesome mentality. She would always be positive. She never really got down on herself. She was always trying her hardest to improve, and I really respected her.
So Jordan, or Jordane, she is my middle buddy, so we're middle buddies forever. She's just always really calm, and even when the sets aren't connecting or either of us are having a bad day, she just always stays calm and relaxed, and I can just go to her if I'm having a bad day. I think we've most bonded during our middle training with Jenny, so that makes anyone closer. I just remember the Bennett game when she got like 5 overpass kills. She just
just kept putting them down. And I like to Jordan as silent but deadly. She's just quiet, but then she gets out on the court. It's just like, boom.
Oh my God, shot!
Dana Kim is such a funny person. She can always make us laugh, whether it's what she says or what she does. If she like trips over something.
Very accident prone. There's a ball to trip over, she would trip over it. She always gave her all, and she really pushed the team to work hard, and was just a good spirit on the team.
She says a lot. She's very blunt about what she said. Like, not like she says what's on. She just calls people out. She just says whatever's on her mind.
Dana always had positive things to say, except it was debatable whether she was speaking English or not. We're still teaching her it's breakfast instead of breath kiss. I can't even say it.